All right, first test we're gonna do is the wrist, varus, and valgus stress test. For this one, she's gonna have her elbow at 90 degrees with her arm pronated. And I'm gonna have one hand on her forearm and then one hand across the metacarpals. And then I'm gonna apply varus and valgus stresses at her wrist. And if she has any increased pain or instability, that could indicate that she has damage to her ulnar or radial collateral ligaments in her wrist. Next is the finger varus and valgus stress test. You can also do it for the thumb, but we're just going to use her pointer finger. And for this one, she's going to have her affected finger extended, and I'm going to stabilize below and then above the joint and then apply varus and valgus forces to that joint. And if she has any increased pain or instability, again, that could indicate collateral ligament sprain in that affected finger. Next test is the flexor digitorum superficialis test. For this one, she's gonna have all of her fingers in extension, and I'm gonna hold all of them except for the one that's being tested. And then I'm gonna ask her to flex that finger. And if she was unable to flex the involved finger, that could indicate that she has a torn flexor digitorum superficialis tendon, which could also indicate damage to the median nerve. Next is the flexor digitorum profundus test. For this one, I'm gonna hold her MCP and her PIP joints of the finger while she's in extension. And then I'm gonna ask her to flex the distal interphalangeal joint. There you go. And then if she wasn't able to flex the DIP joint, that would indicate a rupture of the flexor digitorum profundus. And if she couldn't flex that finger, it could also indicate damage to the anterior interosseous nerve. Last one is the Finkelstein test. For this one, I'm going to have her make a fist around her thumb, and then I'm going to hold her forearm, and then her wrist is in her forearm and her fist, and I'm going to apply, and I'm going to put her into ulnar deviation. And if she had any pain over the abductor pollicis longus or the extensor pollicis longus tendons, that could indicate that she has stenosing tenosynovitis or de Quervain's disease. And this test could also cause pain to some of the uninvolved tissues, so it's important to keep that in mind.